Wheel of Time, came out 30 odd years ago, and it has this wild fan community, and they've been itching for clues, picks, spoilers, sort of anything for over 2 years. Like, what has that process been like for you? Zoe, maybe you can go first.
Yeah, keeping it quiet has definitely been hard. I think because we're aware of just the level of craftsmanship and how hard people are working. I mean, someone like Rafe Judkins, our showrunner, has been devoted to this for probably 4 to 5 years. He lives and breathes this. I don't know when the last time he had 8 hours of sleep. So I think it's been hard to keep it under wraps, because it's so exciting to share, and we're looking forward to the release date. I think early on, when I was first cast, it was very important for me to try and stay as grounded as possible, because it's quite easy to get overwhelmed. I mean, I've never worked on a show of this scale before. There's just so many people that I'm sure we've yet to meet, because it's just insane. And the sets are ridiculous, and you just walk in and you're just transported into a different world. So yeah, it's been an absolute joy. These last 2 years have been absolutely magical, and I get to do it with some incredible people. Yeah.
Madeleine, what's the most sort of enchanting fan thing you've seen so far? Like, I know you just retweeted the other day, like a battle rap that was pretty incredible.
We really love seeing like the lengths that fans will go to, and, creativity and people dressing up and fan art. I think something that Fan Art Friday is always really exciting. We share a lot of excitement in that, and love to see what people create. I am a bit of a meme addict, so
that's the understatement of the year.
I just in our group chat just always sending memes. It's just too much. But I do enjoy seeing that and having a bit of a giggle. So I mean, it's exciting. It's great hype for us and the show, and spurs us on. So we love to see it.
You just mentioned your group chat, and I was just thinking, there's some sort of comparison to Lord of the Rings, which is coming eventually on Amazon as well. And the original actors from Lord of the Rings, sorry, it's garbage truck day outside. The original actors from Lord of the Rings did get tattoos. They got a group tattoo. Have you guys discussed getting a group tattoo?
We have discussed getting a group.
We have discussed, I think, getting a group tattoo, but at the moment we have rings being made.
Yes,
for Daniel, Rosamund, Zoe, Yosha, Marcus, and myself, from one of our good friends who is working on the show at the moment. He makes his own jewelry, so we're all getting beautiful matching Wheel of Time rings to kind of signify the journey that we've all been on together.
It has been a long journey with the shutdowns and the whole process.
Yeah. We've all been through a lot together, and have spent so much time with each other and supporting one another.
You say that with a sigh.
It's been so much. No, I mean, honestly, I couldn't think of a better group of people that I would want to do this with. And we all just love each other so much, and want, before we commit to the tattoo, I think our
you got to get to like season 4, season 5 before you get to it.
It's like buying
that's a commitment.
We'll be happy with just a ring at the moment, and we'll move on. Each season we'll
I'm going to get Zoe's face just tattooed there.
So Zoe, we see a bit of a Gwen's family, but at least in what we've seen so far, we don't really have a sense of like where Nynaeve comes from. What can you tell me about her background for those who haven't read the books? And has she always sort of been this like driven protector no matter what?
Yes. So I don't know how much I can say about Nynaeve's background in particular, but she did have a very traumatic moment in her life, which changed a lot of things for her. She was then brought up by the Two Rivers wisdom, which helped inform a lot of what she wanted to do. And that then became kind of Nynaeve's personal journey as well. So she followed the footsteps in the old wisdom that raised her. I think as we go along, we learn a bit more about Nynaeve's background and her history, and why Nynaeve is the way she is. which I think is really exciting. I think it's quite nice to kind of have some characters and storylines that are a bit more slow burn, and I think the payoff is quite nice. Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, there's this big sort of scene in the first episodes where your town is getting attacked and everything's going to shit. Sometimes when I watch that stuff, I always try to think of sort of what I would do. And I know that I would like throw up and then hide and probably, you know what I mean? Like it's not, I mean, I will say life looked a little tougher then than it does now. All of that. But Madeleine, did you sort of think about, you know, I mean, is that inevitability? Like, have you thought about like, shit, what would I do? I mean, I will say like you guys have some advantage of having like these, being able to listen to the wind and having some powers.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, and I think that's why people love our heroes so much, is because they can relate to them, you know, they're so relatable. And I think people can find parts of themselves in our heroes. Absolutely. I mean, you know, I feel very connected to Egwene, and I feel like we share a lot of similarities. So for me, it's quite easy to feel what she's going through. I think particularly in that battle scene, I mean, it genuinely, even though we were just pretending, it was horrific. Like it was horrific to see what was going on, and it felt very dramatic and scary and sad. And so, you know, I really was just responding to what was going on around me. You know, like I said, we have amazing creative teams that make our job a lot easier. But yeah, it's I definitely put myself in her shoes all the time. We'll try to, yeah.
Be strong. The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend.